Samsung's foldable roadmap may be on the verge of its biggest expansion yet, fresh model number leaks suggest. A third device could join the 2026 lineup alongside the expected Galaxy Z Flip 8 and Galaxy Z Fold 8. The standout clue is SMF971, a code that aligns much more closely with Samsung's Fold family than the Flip line, fueling mounting speculation that a more affordable Galaxy Z Fold 8 FE, or Lite, is in development. If true, it would mark the first time Samsung brings the book-style Fold experience to a lower price tier, opening the door for more users to try the large-screen form factor without paying ultra-premium prices. Decoding SMF776, SMF976, and the wildcard SMF971. The latest leak points to 3 devices for 2026, SMF776, SMF976, and SMF971. Historically, F77X maps to the Flip series and F97X to the Fold family. On that basis, SMF776 is a logical fit for the Galaxy Z Flip 8, and SMF976 clearly aligns with the Galaxy Z Fold 8. The mystery is SMF971. If Samsung were preparing a Flip 8 FE, the numbering would most naturally land on SMF771, following the established pattern set by the Flip 7 FE, SMF761. Instead, SMF971 sits directly within the Fold lineage, just a notch below the flagship Fold's expected SMF976 designation. That proximity suggests a sibling device with a similar blueprint but a more accessible bill of materials. In other words, a Galaxy Z Fold 8 FE positioned below the main Fold. Why a cheaper Fold makes sense right now? The logic for a lower-priced Fold is compelling. Demand shifts. The Flip, once the volume driver, has slowed in several regions. Meanwhile, the Fold's larger canvas has cultivated a more loyal user base and has increasingly become Samsung's showcase for foldable innovation. FE lessons. A cheaper Flip experiment hasn't delivered sustained momentum everywhere, with reports of Flip 7 FE discontinuations or pullbacks in some markets, hinting that value seekers may prefer a bigger display over a cheaper clamshell. Category growth. Bringing the book-style experience to a lower price tier would expand the foldable, addressable market beyond early adopters and premium buyers. Competitive pressure. Rival brands are pushing aggressive pricing on large foldables, and a Fold FE would give Samsung a stronger response without diluting its flagship. In short, a more affordable Fold aligns with where consumer interest is trending, toward devices that can double as portable productivity and entertainment hubs, not just stylish compact phones. Flip 8 FE or Fold 8 FE? The numbers favor the Fold. Samsung's internal family codes are typically consistent. 77X, Flip line, clamshell, F97X, Fold line, book style. Against that backdrop, SMF971 all but rules out a Flip 8 FE. It sits directly under SMF976, the expected Fold 8, implying a tightly related variant with carefully chosen compromises. The simplest, most consistent reading of the leak is that SMF971 denotes a Galaxy Z Fold 8 FE, not a clamshell device, what a Galaxy Z Fold 8 FE could keep, and where it might cut, informed speculation. If Samsung is preparing a Fold FE, expect a strategy that preserves the Fold identity while trimming cost drivers that matter least to the target audience. What it likely keeps core form factor: a book-style design with a large inner display and a practical cover screen for one-handed tasks. Smooth visuals. High refresh rates for both panels to keep scrolling and animation fluid, reliable performance. A recent, proven chipset tuned for efficiency and thermal stability rather than absolute peak benchmark scores. Sturdy hinge and frame. Durable hinge architecture with a tight, premium feel and improved crease management everyday convenience. Solid battery life, dependable charging speeds. In the same One UI foldable features that make multitasking easy, what it might trim camera hardware. A simpler telephoto or fewer advanced camera extras, while keeping a strong primary sensor and polished image processing panel extras. Ultra-premium brightness or panel-level enhancements reserved for the flagship Fold 8 materials. Slightly less exotic materials while maintaining a premium fit and finish niche features. Select flagship-only options, for example, the most advanced audio codecs or the absolute fastest storage tiers. Accessory perks. Some region-specific bundles or premium add-ons may remain exclusive to the top model display, durability, and S Pen considerations displays. Expect the FE to mirror the Fold blueprint closely in size and aspect ratios to ensure app compatibility and a familiar user experience. Durability. A robust hinge, improved protective layers, and practical water resistance are likely priorities. The very highest ratings could remain flagship only. Pen. Samsung may keep S Pen capabilities for the flagship or offer limited support on the FE. Either way, positioning will emphasize productivity on the big screen first. Software experience. The real Fold advantage hardware aside, software is where the Fold earns its keep. The FE would be most compelling if it retains multi-window and taskbar improvements for quick app switching, app continuity, and flex mode for seamless transitions between folded and unfolded use, optimized. Popular apps that take advantage of the larger canvas long-term update commitments that keep the device secure and fresh over multiple generations if Samsung pushes its latest One UI foldable features widely across the lineup. The FA could deliver most of the Fold experience at a more attainable price. Why a Fold FE could succeed where a cheaper Flip struggled value perception. A bigger inner display feels like getting more phone for the money, especially for multitasking, reading, creative work, and media longevity. The productivity-forward form factor encourages longer ownership cycles, which can boost user satisfaction and resale value. Ecosystem pull. Once users acclimate to the Fold's workflow advantages, they're more likely to stay within the Fold family for future upgrades. Naming and branding. FE versus Lite versus regional twist. Samsung has used FE to signal fan edition value on devices like the Galaxy S series, but Lite branding has also appeared in the past. If SMF971 becomes a product, expect global branding as Galaxy Z Fold 8. FE occasional regional naming variants, e.g., Ludon. Depending on market strategy, clear tiering under the Fold 8 to avoid cannibalization, while highlighting the FE's value pricing and positioning to resonate. A Fold 8 FE must be meaningfully cheaper than the flagship Fold 8. Think in terms of hundreds less, not a token discount. The audience is clear. Power users and students who need a larger canvas for notes, reading, and multitasking. Creatives and media lovers who prioritize screen real estate over every top-tier camera spec. Professionals who want a portable productivity device without crossing ultra-premium price thresholds for Samsung. The FE also serves as a strategic on-ramp. Win users with the value story, then upsell them to the flagship Fold in future cycles once they're embedded in the form factor and services. Release window and what to watch next. Samsung typically unveils foldables in the second half of the year, and a mid to late 2026 reveal would align with its usual cadence. If SMF971 is real, then watch for telltale breadcrumbs in the months ahead. Certifications, FCC, Bluetooth SIG, BIS, NRRA, and other regulatory databases firmware trails. Early test builds surfacing on Samsung's servers or in update trackers, accessory ecosystem, cases, screen protectors, and hinges revealed by third-party makers often confirm dimensions before launch retail leaks. Placeholder listings and carrier database entries that reference model numbers and storage variants